Hey, what is up guys? It has been a while since my last favorites video. In fact, I have absolutely no idea how long it has been. April 2019 was my last Finnish Favourites. But I know that this series is actually a lot of your favourite series that I do, so I thought I'd bring it back. Maybe not every month now, but maybe for the season or something like that. I don't know, but yeah, it's back. But for this kind of comeback episode, I thought it would be good to tell you guys about a few things that I've come across that I found during this quarantine season. And naturally, like 99% of this is food-based because let's face it, all we're doing during quarantine is eating. So without further ado, let's jump into it. And the first favourite, I've got some in front of me right now, so I'm just gonna grab one. You know you're a dad when Piltti Iltapuuro is one of your favorites. Now you guys by now probably know I have a son. He's 8 months old at the moment, and yeah, sure enough, he loves this. But I'm not talking about him, I'm talking about me. I love this. So for those of you who are not familiar, this is Piltti Iltapuuro, and this is for 6 months old children and over. And I mean, technically I'm older than 6 months, so I guess I'm their demographic for this. But this stuff, it's so soft and smooth, and the taste is just so subtle, but also really, really good. I don't really know how to explain it. I've not had a porridge quite like this. And also what I like about this is that it's so easy to make. It's just 1 deciliter of water and then 1 deciliter of the porridge. Now, of course, whenever I feed this to Leo, I'm hoping he eats as much as he wants to eat. And if that's all of it, fantastic. But I'm always just kind of quietly and silently hoping that maybe he gets a little bit full quicker today so that I can just finish his bowl of delicious Iltapuuro.
You wouldn't even let me have the last spoon. At least lick the bowl.
Okay, next up, and actually this is probably one of the first ones I came across during this season, and it's this. These are Tutti Frutti Yogurt Splash. And you know what, I haven't actually had one of these in probably like a month or so. A few weeks into quarantine, I was like, yeah, literally all I'm doing is eating candy, eating pizza, and it's starting to show. So yeah, a few weeks into quarantine or whatever, I started watching what I was eating. So I haven't actually had one of these in a while. But everyone knows when you eat candy for the sake of a video, it doesn't have any calories. Oh, yeah. Now, I don't know about you guys, but whenever I get like a bag of mixed sweets, I always hope for a lot of these ones with the little squidgy part at the bottom. And this is basically just a bag full of these with different flavors. Flavors are strawberry, tutti frutti, apple, and pineapple. And the thing with these is that they have a little center as well, like a soft, I guess, yogurty center. I don't really know, to be honest. Now, the only problem with these is that, as far as I can see and that I have seen, is that they only sell them in these giant party bags. I haven't seen small little individual bags, just these giant 400 gram bags, is it? 350 gram bags. So now this is open, I'm of course gonna cruise through the whole pack before it's even lunchtime, and you'll probably find me curled up on my beanbag, passed out from a sugar rush. So if you are into like mixed fruit flavors, soft, squidgy, and quite like soft yogurty flavors, this is definitely for you. 6 out of 5. Really love these. Now moving on to my one and only non-food or drink based thing on this list, and that is actually to do with my Finnish learning. If you've watched my latest Race to the Finish episode, you will have seen and heard that I've been struggling a little bit with my Finnish studies, although all we seem to have is time during this part of the year. I've been, really struggling to kind of sit down and get inspired to study. That was until I picked up this ebook, which is called Complete Finnish, and it's in the Teach Yourself range of books. So this is what the cover looks like, and like I said, I got the ebook version, but it is actually a physical book as well, which you can get on Amazon, I guess. I looked on Suomalainen and you can't get it there. I looked on a couple of other Finnish bookstore websites and it seems like you can't actually get the physical book here, so that's why I got the ebook. Now I got this on the Google Play Store, and the good thing with this is that yes, it's an ebook, but the thing with the physical copy is that it comes with a CD, and who has CD players anymore? Not many of us. But the thing with the ebook is that it is an ebook with the audio built into the book. So here you can see you can swipe through the book, which is really nice. But here you can see there is an audio cue, and all you do is press play. Now I think this is really great. There are a few problems though. So throughout the book you're asked to answer questions and stuff, and yeah, I actually found that there are some mistakes in the answer section, so that's not very good at all, actually, thinking about it. I think maybe the problem is there's been many editions of this book, and I guess as it's been updated, maybe they haven't gone to the answers section and updated all the answers or something, I don't know. But yeah, that's one problem. The next problem is here with this page that we've looked at here. The audio is on this page, but when it's reading the audio from this page, it's actually talking about the words on this page, and you can't play the audio on this page and look at the vocabulary at the same time on the other page, so that kind of sucks. But really, as a way of learning, I found this has been really great. And what I've actually done is I've printed out the units I want to look at, and actually been physically writing things down, which has helped a lot, and then just had the ebook up on my computer so that it's nice and big, and I can play the audio from there. But like I said, I got this from the Play Store. I would maybe recommend getting the book, the physical book, so you can write on it and you don't have to print it out yourself. But this is great as well, the ebook and audio combo. And if you're interested in that, I'll leave a link below to the Play Store, and yeah, you can check it out. Oh, finally, back onto food, and I am starving, and oh. Now, it is no secret that Tupla is my favorite Finnish candy bar. And through all my taste tests, nothing has ever really come close. So I'm always very excited when Tupla come out with a new flavor, and they've done it again. They've come out with something very interesting. And this is their latest one, which is a nuts and raisin variation. And I actually think that this is my favorite variation on the classic that they've had so far. And I've tried them all, trust me. Although the licorice one was very good. So on the outside, it looks pretty much just like your normal Tupla, but on the inside, yeah, it still kind of looks like a normal Tupla. I didn't look beforehand, I guess I should have. Now I'm confused. Where's the raisins? There I can see, yeah, there are bits of raisin in the middle bit, and of course nuts embedded into the chocolate. It's just kind of hard to show. You're gonna have to trust me on this one. But it is essentially just a regular Tupla with a little bit of a raisin flavor, and yeah, I'm down with this. It's just like maxillatiko. You get a regular maxillatiko, dump some raisins in, and you know, you've upped your game. So Cloetta, Tupla, you son of a gun, you've done it again. Well done, very good. Now usually when it comes to pizza, we tend to just go to the store and get a frozen pizza and then, you know, do the little extra toppings ourselves. But on the odd occasion, we have felt a little bit lazy and ordered in. Now, the pizza that we have been going for is from Koti Pizza, and it is the Monster Texas. Now, I know Koti Pizza has been on Finnish Favourites before. I think it was the barbecue something. But no, Monster Texas is my jam now. I think it's all to do with those like breadsticks that's on top that make it like a little lattice and make it kind of look like a pie sitting on the window ledge in a cartoon. But that isn't actually what I want to bring up on the Favourites. What I want to bring up is their side. And the side that I am talking about is the dippikana. And these are like breaded chicken thighs, I think, with like some kind of aura blue cheese kind of baked into it, and oh, it is so good. And I like to get the chipotle dip with these Otherwise the chili dip is quite good, but the chipotle dip is just like, oh, it's a little bit spicier and so good. So once I got all the takeout and, you know, the gluttonous eating out of my system, it was time to kind of, you know, be a bit more sensible. So I started looking through the store trying to find some different products and foods which weren't going to be like super unhealthy, maybe were a bit lower on the calorie end, especially compared to a giant pizza. And one of the things I found, which I have absolutely loved, is this. So this is actually by F.A.Q, and just by looking at it, you'd be forgiven for thinking that this is a yogurt, but no, this is actually an oat snack. And this is called EOS R. And I've tried a couple of the flavors so far, but by far my favorite is this one, which is the strawberry and banana flavor. And I have to admit, at first, I did think I was going to be having a yogurt, but when you open it, you get a little bit of a surprise if you think you're going for a yogurt, because this is what you're greeted with. So yeah, the consistency is a little bit strange, but it tastes fantastic. I guess it's kind of along the lines of a porridge, but it's like a slimy porridge. I know I'm selling it really well, aren't I? So what I really like about this is the flavor, of course, is really, really nice. But secondly, it keeps you full compared to like a yogurt or something, which is what I was expecting. But that being said, per 100 grams, this is only 64 calories, 400 grams in a pot. So that is 256 calories for this entire pot. So if you're counting your calories, you're getting pretty good bang for your buck with this. Now, before I tried this, I'd never heard of this EOS R, but in the inside it says they've been around for 20 years. News to me, but I'm very glad that I found this because it's like the perfect thing just to grab when you're going to work or whatever, and yeah, tastes good too. So yeah, those were my favorites for the quarantine season, I guess we'll call it. Spring, we didn't have a spring this year. If you know any of these products or if you've tried them, let me know which one is your favorites. Maybe you don't agree with me on something, let me know in the comments. Also in the comments, let me know if you want to see my Finnish favorites make a comeback. Next one, maybe a summer edition. You can either leave a comment or a like on this video to let me know if you want to see more. But yeah, that is it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next video. See ya.